And good morning from Scotty Ray Candace. The work week has begun again.
Yes, it has. I'm off today, though, thank goodness.
I keep forgetting that Monday is your day that you get to relax.
Yes. I guess you can call it that. I don't know. I'm going to go home
Probably
and paint.
not.
We put new countertops and sinks and fixtures in the bathrooms. So I'm going to go paint the cabinets in the bathroom.
Bless your heart.
They're not big, so hopefully it won't take me long. Famous last words, so,
Yeah, I saw more action down at the chicken coop this weekend. There's all types of little additions going on down there.
How's that going?
Well, let's see. The one that got beat up by the other chickens is starting to recover. His head's starting to heal. He's not getting pecked on anymore.
I saw one the other day who had a bald spot right in the middle.
That's
the one
him.
that had the little bunch of feathers had like a bald spot right in the middle.
Let me see if I can find this. Angie
Poor
posted
thing.
a picture, and this is the poor chicken that got beat up by the other chickens. And let me see if I can find this. She posted this. Here it is, right here. This is, let me pull this up. This is how we do it right here.
He must be a conservative chicken.
Now, but if you'll look right about there in the center of his head is where he got picked on by the other 12 chickens that jumped on him. I mean, poor fella had blood pouring out his head.
They look so funny to me. They look like they got a big old, afro
I don't know what
wig thing on their head.
She's got like 4 or 5 different types of chickens, and I forget what this is called. But
I know silkies will look like that, but
it could be.
I don't know.
And then she's got some bright yellow ones that have a different hairdo that is wild looking.
Were they new?
No, it's in that bunch.
They were in
but
there?
you just ain't seen them 50-pound looking things.
I know.
She's dragging home feed. I have come to the conclusion that I would never, ever get back what we've spent on this chicken coop and these chickens. We could have bought eggs from now on.
But it's entertaining to watch them. I think it's funny. I sent her a little link showing where the bicycle tire was like a merry-go-round. They get on it and it just spins around,
She put a swing in there for them this weekend, and I'm sure a bicycle, since you've done that, is coming.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just want to say,
Just had to help out a little
just
bit.
thinking of me all the time there,
I know.
Candace. But the small things in life that just make you laugh, and chickens
I
are
would
one of
love
them.
to have some. Because, I just love to sit. That's like horses with me. I know that horses, I've always heard, are a lot of work and a lot of money. But I love just to sit and watch them.
We need to call our friend Donovan, who
Yeah.
happens to own some horses. And ask
Yeah, I
him
know he
about
loves it.
Because, you start out, you got to have a bigger truck to pull your horse. And then you got to have a trailer.
Trailer.
And then, oh, heck, let's go trade that in and get some living quarters because we're going to have to go to a rodeo and stay somewhere.
Right.
Next thing you know, you got $200,000 invested in something, but in between the truck, the horse, and...
Right. And And some people have to pay to put them somewhere, So.
Yeah, you got to lease pastures. And
But they are pretty. I love to watch horses.
It's
It's just soothing to watch them just sit there and eat grass. I mean, it doesn't,
It's kind of like a boat. It's best to just go borrow your best friends.
I wish I could have a house right next to somebody that has horses. That way I could just watch them anytime.
Well, I understand that. Okay, I got serious questions here because I'm trying to figure it all out in my head rather. Have you watched all or any of Yellowstone?
Just the few, no, I have not watched a lot of it, but just a few episodes.
All right,
And just randomly, they're not even in the right order or anything.
It's
so.
good. And I finally concluded I'm at the end of what ended on television last year and what, the new season is getting ready to come off. And I want to know what everybody thinks of who attacked the family. Who's responsible for it? Is it that rich company that's after their land, or is it the older brother that done this and retaliated against the other since he found out?
That looks like a politician.
Yeah, the
Is
one
the
that he just got appointed to Attorney General.
He was the one who took his sister
Right.
when she was younger and she can't have kids and took her to the doctor. Okay, well,
And he just found out that he's adopted and he's not really a Dutton.
Oh.
And so he's mad at him. So did he do it?
I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch him. But is this the episode where his dad, Kevin Costner's daddy, and him are sitting on the rock, and his daddy? Have you seen that episode?
I've seen them all.
Okay, so have you seen the episode with the old man? They're sitting on the
yeah,
edge
his
of the rock?
dad.
That's the one I said looks like the guy, the man that was the boss in 9 to 5. If you go back and look at him, that's the one.
It may, I have to go back and because there was a cameo there.
Yeah. So I don't, That's the one I was talking about, though. That looks like him. It looks just like him. So, but I need to watch them though.
If you will look closely at the show, the guy that plays the young Kevin Costner is the guy that was in Sweet Home Alabama, the main character.
Yeah.
He plays the younger version of John Dutton. I don't know what his name is of that character, but and Linda Jane, you need to go find something to do this morning is all I've got to say, because you button in, wanting to know how much I spent on hunting and chickens, and you just
Look, you know what, Linda Jane? I think the same thing. Like, I'll come home from going to town, and look, my shopping trips, I'm like thrifty shopper, okay? I'll come home with something that I spent $10 on. I might have 3 or 4 things that I might have spent $10, $15 a piece on, you know.
Yeah.
My husband's like, you're banned from Hobby Lobby. You're banned from, you know, Ross and TJ Maxx. Don't go back. You know, pick him with me. I'm like, excuse me? I probably ain't spent as much as you in 50 trips to town as you did on like one gun, you know.
Yeah, it adds up quick, but who's counting on things like that?
I know. Well, y'all do. Y'all count.
Hang a head of cabbage above them. They love it, says Donna Roseman. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had heard that too. Who told me that? Yeah, cabbage. They like cabbage to pick on that.
Charlene Gaddy is up this morning. Also, Terry Carter, morning to you. Milton Savell.
Mm-hmm. Larry Fountain says good morning to everybody, and good morning to you, Larry.
See, also Nancy Clark is up today. Donna Roseman. I almost said that wrong.
Kyla Moore, good morning to you.
Also, Kathy Jenkins is up today. Charlotte Gray.
And Sandy Clark.
Sandy, how are you today?
Milton Savell says they're Polish chickens.
I would have never known that was Polish just because I didn't hear him speak or anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, they do get to yapping. You pick one up, they go to yapping, letting the others know that you need to run. I've caught on to that when she tries to catch them. The fun part is watching Angie when she tries to move them out to clean something out of the hen house, of trying to watch her catch them.
Just wait till she has to go in there and move them off the nest to get the eggs out.
Is that pretty rough?
I've watched people try to get the eggs, and they look like they're going to attack you. And they act like they're going to attack you to get the eggs. But anyway.
Good morning to Ed Merhoff watching us this morning. And also Joyce Poole has joined the gang of folks that watched us. Let's see, David Letterman celebrates a birthday today.
Okay.
I want to say David's in his 70s, if I'm not mistaken. David Cassidy, you remember him?
What?
The Partridge Family?
Oh, yeah, I do.
It would have been his birthday. He passed away back in 2017. Let's see, Vince Gill has a birthday today. And this, y'all want to feel old? Vince Gill is 64 today. Yeah, I still think of When I Call Your Name, him being late 20s, early 30s. Every time I think of Vince, I have that burned in my head. And he's 64.
Look, listen,
whoa.
We were talking about Burt Reynolds. I thought about you last night because Kurt was watching Smokey and the Bandit last night.
Love it.
Well, and then he got up. Alden was not in there, and so Alden come in, and he was sitting there eating something at the table, and Kurt said, I might should have flipped it to some other channel instead of Smokey and the Bandit with Alden in there at the table. And right after he said that, he said, Mama, look at that little girl smoking a cigarette. And it was Sally Field. You know how little she was and how she looked young, and she did look like a young girl. He goes, look at it, because he don't ever see anybody smoking or drinking or anything, So he said, look at that little girl smoking a cigarette.
See, I thought it was going to be that scene where Jackie Gleason was quoted so many times for saying,
Well, that's what Kurt said. He said he might be,
But TV, they edited all that out, didn't they?
I don't even know. I don't know what channel it was on. But anyway, that was funny, though, because Sally Field does look like a little
frog.
Girl, little bitty,
Frog was her name in that show.
Yep.
Good shows. Yeah. Let's see, Easton Corbin celebrates his 39th birthday. He's the singer that had that song, I'm a Little More Country Than That. After that, I quit listening to radio, so I don't know what he's done since then. So if you know, tell me. Let's see, today was the day that in 1861 that it all began. Shots were fired on Fort Sumter in South Carolina, and the Civil War began officially. Let's see. It was 1872. I saw this. This was interesting. We all kind of watched those Jesse James stories. He was in Kentucky on this date and robbed a bank. Killed one, took $1,500. Kind of interesting, though.
Yeah.
I do like Jesse James things, and of course, what protected him was given to the poor. Smart move.
Yeah. This is about the only history I ever hear about is right here because I didn't even listen in high school to history because it didn't interest me. But it's a little more interesting to me now than it was back then because I was just ready to get out of high school.
Your friend John Denver walked into a studio back in 1971 on this date and recorded "Country Roads."
Okay.
That was a real popular song.
I just heard that song the other day.
It's still good.
On the station that I listen to with the old country. They play all that stuff.
And you know that opening line of "Almost Heaven, West Virginia." That just, boy, does that not just stick in your head?
Yeah. That's a
Now,
good song.
I did not, the CMA done that thing a few years ago where they had all the artists sing the song, and then they got it to where they're all singing it on top of each other with it. I don't know. It didn't do it for me, but.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to leave the old but good ones alone.
Do you remember "Rock Around the Clock"? Bill Haley?
Yeah.
1954, they recorded that song on this day. I hadn't heard that one in forever,
You're
though.
about the one like
Gonna rock around.
like on Happy Days when they would sing, yeah.
That one. And let's see. 1989, Garth's first album, who we all didn't know who Chris Ledoux was when we started hearing that song, a worn-out tape of Chris Ledoux. This was the day that album was released. And I remember it so well. A friend of mine in Nashville was his representative. And they'd call and go, "Hey, you need to play this song by old Garth Brooks." And then I'd listen to her. And Garth was so convinced that his music was going to make it. The record label, they put out they put $20,000 into the project to make the album work of calling radio stations. Well, Garth goes to the bank, borrows the money on his own to hire this woman to push his album, and it worked.
Well,
she's good.
I used to love to listen to Garth Brooks, and I still, I'll listen to him now, but I just got kind of aggravated.
Well, he went political.
When he retired, and then he come back as Chris Gaines. What is that?
Yeah.
Was that the name? He come back? That was just so weird and confusing to me.
What happened with that, it was going to be a movie that came out, and then it got canceled, and the music was already out there.
But isn't that just weird?
It is real weird.
I mean, because he kind of identified, didn't he, as like that character?
Yeah.
It was just weird to me. That was just.
But as we saw the inauguration, very political guy now.
Yeah.
And he says he's a Republican. But actions sometimes look a little different than that, is all I've got to say about that.
And I don't, I joke about, that chicken might be conservative and stuff like that. I mean, I just wish that people could do good moral things.
No matter what party you're from.
I don't care what party you're from. I really don't. I just wish people would make good decisions for the country and for our kids that are coming up and stuff like that. I just feel like it's just a big melting pot of chaos right now.
I tend to agree with you on that.
They could care less. So, and they're in control right now, and that is what is just breaks my heart, because I just want people to do the right thing. That's all.
I'm with you on that. I know nothing about feeding chickens minnows. Milton says that you can do that and says it's something funny to watch there.
Huh.
Oh, my gosh. In Zero, Joe Collins is planting peas and taters. You want to talk about work in a couple months?
Are you planting peas? Goodness, I hope you got something to deter the deer, because my daddy used to fight the deer trying to eat his peas every year. He'd get Irish Spring soap and grate it all around the edge and tie bars of Irish Spring soap up and let it hang around the edges and stuff. That helped more than anything. But anyway.
Well, there you go.
But we love peas and fresh vegetables. And
I can make a meal just off black-eyed peas, and then if you give me the cream corn, have mercy. Is that not good or what?
It is good. I fixed some of that the other day.
And
of course, mine's the frozen kind.
But there's
which is still good. But.
Not everybody has that unique ability to make good cornbread, and that's where we get worried that we no longer have home ec in high school, because that's sometimes the only exposure someone had to being taught how to cook.
Yeah, I mean I can make pretty good cornbread now, but like there was a time long time ago where I didn't. I know when I tried to make biscuits one time, it was like. They looked like skeets, and they didn't rise at all. I mean, they were just horrible.
Do you, for cornbread to work, does it need to be in the black iron skillet?
That's what I make mine in, and I don't use anything for that skillet but my cornbread.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Now we know.
Yeah.
Let's turn to our friends down at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply, where the doors are already open this morning. They're taking care of anything that you need. And, of course, as we've seen the yard ornaments that's going through there, everybody seems to like the chickens and whatnot that they're putting in yards, including the big purple flying pig.
Yeah.
I mean, where else could you get a purple flying pig?
I know. I don't know. Nobody else is going to have a purple flying pig.
Oh, goats and all types of things, ornaments for your yard, and plenty of flowers to choose from at the Farm Supply. Come in, see what they've got, see what your yard needs. If you're making a new flower bed, they're the place to start. They'll show you all that you need. Vegetables, if you need to start planting that, they're there for you. And these, what'd you call these?
I cannot remember what
The
those are
purple
called.
people eaters?
Yeah, just call them that.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it today.
But they're really, really pretty because you can put those and all other kind of, they stand up really high so you can put other colors,
Is that called
flowers in them.
accent? Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
Okay, I just thought I'd ask. Anyway, it is springtime there, and if you need ferns or anything else to getting your fruit trees planted, and if you've got bare spots in your yard, or maybe you just got a house completed and you need a whole yard done, they've got all of your grass that you need to get it going and do it right. It's from Centipede to St. Augustine, they've got a lot of that. And, of course, all the insecticides to keep the little pesky things away from you, like snakes and ants.
Right.
And I'm sure there's some other critters we could think of.
Oh, yeah.
Disinfectant, they've got plenty of that to keep you clean there. And also, great boots. If you need a great pair to wear to keep your feet dry, because, well, this is a wet time of year. They've got those.
I like these.
The Georgia
I need some of
boots.
those.
It is. It'll keep your feet dry. Of course, all your feed and seed for your horse and cattle, they've got it, including guns, because it's fun. They've got them there for you, a complete gun department with ammo and all. See them today at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply today.
Sanders Gas, Sanders Air and Heat is your full-service propane supplier since 1946. We take pride in ensuring reliable, friendly service to our customers. We also provide safety tune-ups related to propane, air conditioning, and heating systems, keeping our community efficient and safe. I'm Chuck Sanders, and yes, we're local.
All right. To my knowledge, I have never had anybody put anything in my checking account that was not mine by mistake.
No,
Has
I've
that
had
ever?
I've had it taken out
By mistake?
by mistake, and it took me forever to get it back. Yeah.
Well, that happened to, this was, what do you call the lady that works for Sheriff Dispatch? New Orleans, Louisiana is where we go. They accidentally put a little bit too much money in her banking account. And
Just
now,
a little
tad.
bit. Yeah.
Here's the headline. $1.2 million, and she immediately saw it and moved it to another account to where it couldn't be taken out. She's in the jailhouse now.
Yeah.
She went out and bought a brand new car and a house.
And how much were they supposed to put in there?
$88.
$88.
Now, I don't care who you are. If you get $1.2 million, you know that it's not yours.
Well, that's right. And if you were the one that put the $1.2 million, you're probably looking for another job.
Yes. They've recovered about $700,000. Now, what are they going to do? I don't know about the money that's already been spent for the house and the car. How's that handled?
Oh, gosh. So she spent some money.
Yes,
of
she
it.
bought a house.
Oh, I did not. Okay, I missed that whole thing. And I was probably thinking about something else when you said that. But, gosh, yeah.
New car and house. And you know it's not yours. How can you go do that?
Right. Well, it's probably a lot of that goes on, though, you know?
Yeah.
Stuff that maybe they never even, catch it. It probably isn't $1.2 million, but even if it's
small amount.
$1,000, here and there.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Right.
Golly.
You're still a thief. I mean, that's just...
Now, how long she'll spend in jail, I don't know. She hasn't been sentenced yet, but she is in jail now. So that's one of the headlines that is making across America today.
Yeah. Wow. I'm so weird about stuff like that, though. Like if you found a wad of money, and you were anywhere nearby, any kind of whatever, I mean, I'd be like, is this anybody's?
Yeah.
Most people just stick it in their pocket.
If you find a wallet, return it.
Right.
That's the proper thing to do in life because somebody worked very hard for that. A lot of hours were put in for it. This next story, you almost want to go, no, say that ain't so. But I posted this a few moments ago, Las Vegas. And because they have such a water shortage out there is why they're saying they want to ban grass in areas where it's not needed, like on the sides of the roads at red lights or a park. They want to get rid of it and I guess put concrete. Is it that bad out there?
I don't know. I mean, but I thought that grass and trees and everything that, supplied oxygen in the atmosphere. I mean, I just thought all that was good for the Green New Deal.
Well, that does make sense, Candace.
Yeah.
Huh. So that's something to think on there. Las Vegas, they'd be the first city to ban that. Huh. I really don't know what to think.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Let's see, earlier this morning, and here's the scene now. It's all cleaned up. This was in Jackson earlier today. Right here was a scene of a bad wreck this morning. This was coming toward Meridian. If you'll see all of this right here, this sand, that's where the wreck happened, and they've got it all cleaned up. Traffic is flowing again.
Goodness.
Don't know if anybody was
happened.
hurt. It was a truck pulling a trailer. Overturned it. It looked pretty rough.
Goodness.
So it is cleaned up, though, and if you were sitting in traffic, it happened around 2:30, and it was after probably 7 before traffic started flowing again.
Okay. I know when you're coming from Jackson and, like, the road splits and you go one way to go to Meridian and the other way to go somewhere else, that right there it's a scary spot to me.
Where you'd go to Hattiesburg, where it splits there?
Yeah, I guess so, because it feels like you're going in such a curve, like around such a curve. It feels like it's going to throw you if you're going at any amount of speed. It's just a scary feeling, especially when you got like an 18-wheeler next to you or something. I hate riding right next to 18-wheeler.
What I don't like in Jackson is 55. After you get on 55 and you get up and you take that right and where it splits to go to all those hospitals,
Oh, yeah.
That is a very, very dangerous spot there.
It is. Yeah, we used to make that trip a good bit when my older son was real little because we had to go to University Medical a lot. You know, we had to go back and forth at least once or twice a month for a while for the first year, you know.
Jackson's bigger than you think it is. It is definitely not Meridian traffic.
It's not. Mm-mm.
So,
Be
doggy.
careful.
It was kind of like a movie scene, I guess you'd say, in Mississippi, not far from the state line. But do you listen to, and I'm sure you've got Big Boogie out in your truck somewhere.
You know I do, Scotty Ray.
A rapper, y'all, believe this or not.
I have never heard of Big Boogie.
Big Boogie's real name is John Lotz, but he goes by Big Boogie with all his close friends that buys albums and stuff. Well, they were going to a show down on the coast. Well, they're right. I mean, you know, if you're a big rapper, I guess you can't take anything from anybody.
Right.
They get in a shootout going down the interstate. It was called and reported. Cops responded. Next exit, I think it was like 50 cops zoomed in on this. Everybody was arrested, went off to jail. Now, I don't think anybody was very bad hurt or anything, but it's some bullets that did fly. He's in jail over this situation, though.
Well, that's good, though, because, I mean, people could have got hurt really bad.
Yeah.
Just people driving by you, you know, I mean, stray bullets here and there.
Why would you shoot at somebody else?
Because people are crazy. They ain't got a lick of sense anymore, so that's why. That's the Southern term, a lick of sense.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Look at sense. But that's what goes on, and if laws and things aren't done, more of that will continue. If it continues to be a slap on the wrist, more people do it because, well, nothing happened to them.
Right.
It's just like a small kid that gets away with something.
That's right, and that's what's wrong with everybody today.
Everybody's
gotten, you know, there's no repercussions.
California, no matter what we see out there, the lawmakers there seem to be a little bit different than us. I understand that during the lockdown that rules and regulations were set up, but there comes a point where a man's got to feed his family.
Right.
This restaurant here, and I posted this also earlier this morning, they put a fence around the restaurant because he defied the COVID rules of serving people. They were trying to eat. But as you go down, that's the picture that they've put around it. He's torn it. He got arrested, I think. He's up to $50,000 in fines because he tore the fence down. It just continues with this.
That's horrible, though. I mean, to put a fence around the business so he can't even do business. That's just wrong.
I don't agree
Because
with it
of
at all.
You know, we talk about the mask mandates and stuff, and yesterday I went to town. Everywhere I go, everybody's still in masks. Like, everywhere.
And it's your choice.
Yeah, right. It is your choice, but, you know, it's an odd feeling to be the only one without one, too.
No, I busted up in there and waved
but
at
I mean,
everybody.
I've done it. But now, when I went in this one store yesterday, they had on the door by the CDC, require. They still had it on the door. And then over the speaker system, it was like a pre-recorded message. We asked that if you were in our store that you have your mask. I mean, they still are requiring it.
The only place that I went into that absolutely required it over the weekend, I went in AT&T because I had to fix my mother's phone. They required it for you to go in there. This
was Ollie's, like that
I've
Ollie's store
never been
out
in it.
there. I ran in there just to, look
Even
for a few
Walmart
minutes.
is backed off of forcing you to wear it. Most everybody you see in there does, but I'm telling you, it's like streaking. I'm enjoying it. I'm going everywhere I can without it. Look at me.
Well, I mean, I was, but now yesterday I was in my mask all day. I had my son with me. I made him wear his. So, I don't know. I just.
And we started back to church yesterday at Northcrest. The bottom on the elderly sit on the bottom and they're wearing masks. Everybody up top doesn't.
Okay.
Again, I'm done with that mask thing.
I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it. Really tired of it because we've kind of slacked a little bit, like at work and stuff, wearing it too. Because you just can't breathe, y'all. It's just
right.
And then I kind of worry too about us having it on so long, and then we just come out of them. Like, have we been suppressing our immune system? So now, like anything we come in contact, we're just gonna get it really quick. I don't know.
Me either.
Hopefully we don't.
If I get sick, I'll let you know.
Right.
You'll be the first to know.
I probably will. I'll probably be the first to get it too.
But so far, so good.
Angie be the first to get it, and then I'm right over everybody.
But we got to get back to normal.
Yes.
But if it's one of those things that makes you happy to wear it, then go for it. I'm not.
Right. We want everybody to stay safe, but I feel like that we can kind of move forward a little bit. I feel like I think there's been progress made with everybody getting the vaccine, and it seems like it's slow. Sloan is not a word.
That is a word.
Sloan is not a word.
I would use that word.
Slowed down. I made up a word today, y'all.
She's Sloan over there. I like that.
It's slowed down.
See, you can use it in a sentence.
Y'all, I'm sorry.
That is
English
the key
was
to
my
everything.
good subject, regardless of what y'all think.
Now, I'm not sure if everybody is aware of this, but it is happening now. Again in Minneapolis. This happened 10 miles from where George Floyd died. And, of course, we've got all of the stuff going on there with the trial. Someone else was killed in I guess you would call it a rift with police last night after a traffic stop. Mm-hmm. And here's the headline today. Looting and rioting has erupted once again. It was a traffic stop, and you go down through here and you look at this. This is the gentleman that was stopped. Mm-hmm. He gets pulled over. They ask him for his car insurance. He calls his mother. She's talking to him. I don't know what happened after that because they hadn't released this part. But something happened. He drives off, and police fire upon the car. He's hit. He has a girlfriend with him. She's okay, but he dies in the altercation. Why shots were fired, I don't know. But he has died, and as you go down through here, they're again tearing up the town. I was trying to find some of these pictures to where they're on top of the police cars. Here's some of the looting that started last night. What does looting have to do with it?
Yeah, it's just a standby for the thieves. To just start going in there and have an excuse to steal.
This is not your stuff.
No, it's not your stuff.
I can't imagine.
They should have hauled all of them to jail. They need a big old wagon, and all the ones that's looting, just grab them and throw them in there.
And that's video of the looting there where they're just running out with whatever they want. As you keep going down, these are pictures of the National Guard being called in. I want to say there's somewhere in here where they were on top of the I don't know why they're dumping trash. But it's a mess. I guess I'm not going to find that where they were on top of the. Yeah, that's. Normally that would be against the law.
It is. It is against the law, but people think they're above the law. Just because they come in mass groups and,
it's just picture after picture. There's a picture of the somebody has to pay for the repairs on all the cop cars. If something was wrong, it'll be investigated, and we hope if it was done wrong that justice would be served. But it's a mess there. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine living in a town like that where when you get ready to go to work, you wonder if you can get there or if you're going to be pulled out of your car in some riot and beat up?
And I just wish we knew more of all the story about what happened.
Yeah.
Because, they never tell that. Mm-mm. You never find that out until it's like a trial date or something. You know what I'm saying? You don't. All you know is there's chaos broke out and everybody on, one side looks like they're the bad people. And so who knows? I hate that the boy lost his life.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Regardless, I hate that. But I don't see where tearing up the town is going to bring him back or make things any better.
It will
just
not.
Going to make it worse. So.
Good morning to Kenny Talbert watching from Talbert Enterprises in downtown House, Mississippi. Need a car park, they'll certainly help you out there. It's a great bargain up there also. Elmer Talbert's watching today. Thank you.
Rick Joyner says good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning to you.
Let's see here. And
it's a beautiful day today, by the way.
Perfect out there.
Just a little chilly.
Cops say this constantly. And we lost a law enforcement officer in Mississippi over the weekend. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I did not.
Jefferson Davis County. He was responding to a call and lost control of his police car and hit a tree. And
no, okay, I did see
succumbed to
that.
his
I did see
injuries.
that. I did not realize he was from Jefferson Davis County. That was yes. That's
and
awful.
most cops would back you up on saying this. This next headline here, there's a lot of truth to this. Politicians do not have the backs of the people that, and I saw a while ago to where they're seeking for deputies starting at $15, $16 an hour. People do this because they love it. They want to protect. It's not about the money.
Right.
And then the politicians won't back them up with decisions they have to make out there.
And
It's
I mean,
rough.
you would think that's the ones that would have your back the most.
Yeah.
Some of the ones that would have your back the most. Yeah. I mean, we ought to be thankful we have any police still working because I mean, they're putting their life on the line, literally putting their life on the line, just going to work every day. I mean, they are.
I was always, if you were to confront a police officer, I would think, just jump on them for no reason. You would think that you'd go to jail for that.
Right.
For disorderly conduct or something. But
Well, we're living in this fantasy world time where everybody thinks they're something they're not. They think they can get away with murder and rape, and they have, and so you can't say certain words, or you're banned, or you're canceled, and all this junk, which is exactly what it is. So there's no. The good guys have no right, or the people who are trying to help everybody, the
Right.
police or the military. I'm even going to put the military in there. It's like they have no rights.
Yeah.
They have, they're out there protecting everybody else, but they don't have any protection.
should that Jeffrey, what was his name?
Epstein.
Yeah, he should have been taken down. And also that Weinstein guy. That should have happened years ago.
Yeah. And a lot of people knew about all this stuff.
And done nothing.
And I was just reading the other day, about some child actors and all this stuff. I mean, you wouldn't believe the stuff that's gone on in Hollywood throughout the years. These child actors, how they've grown up. We look at them when they're older and they look like they're confused, and like the Macaulay Culkin. And if you look back at what they went through, there's no wonder they're all messed up,
And something should have been done about that.
Yeah.
But they do all of this stuff to women, to children in Hollywood, yet they want to step out and tell us how to vote, what
Right.
we should do, that their morals are better than us.
Right.
That bothers me. It does.
And be like role models for other people. Now there are some good people who are actors and
Sure is. Denzel
stars,
Washington.
and I mean there's some good ones out there, but there's also some really bad ones. And just because they had a whole lot of money in their bank account, they got away with whatever they wanted.
Yeah,
to.
that's right.
And there's that goes on everywhere, not just with stars or people who are famous.
Every
that
industry.
goes out. Yeah, it does, and it shouldn't. I mean, you should not be, to where you can do it. You shouldn't be able to get away with whatever just because you have money. You just shouldn't.
It happens, though, and we all know it.
It does.
What's her name? AOC, a podcaster. I don't know whether you would call it that. Maybe he did threaten her. He responded to a statement that she made, and as soon as he done it, the cops showed up at his house. She says that she didn't call the cops on him, but somebody did. No word yet if he will be charged, but they have shown up to investigate him.
So were they speaking to each other?
It was on. It was something that went on. Here it is. He commented online, is what he did, and they
Okay.
took it as threatening, and then came to his house.
Okay.
And of course, as we've learned now, that if it's put in writing, that is the same thing as they coming.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't see him do anything. Who was it? Madonna, when she said something about burn the White House. You remember that little rally?
Well, yeah.
I don't think anything happened to her.
Well, you know how we always talk about people are listening. You say Big Brother's listening and stuff on your phones and stuff like that. I have not looked up on my phone or anything about taking pictures I have a couple of nice cameras, and I've been trying to take some pictures, and I've been, saying I was going to try to, learn how to take better pictures and all this kind of stuff. I have all this stuff popping up on my news feed on Facebook about free classes to learn how to take pictures and, apps that you can, get to put, editing skills on your, just all this stuff's popping up, and I have not said a word.
They listening to you.
I have not logged in anything on my phone to look for anything like that. So that's really weird.
They record you.
I'm telling you, they're listening to you. So you might be talking about, somebody and bad mouthing them.
And again, as Edward Snowden told you, every phone call you make, they're recording it.
Yeah.
It's kept somewhere. Mm-hmm. If they ever wanted to open up a can of whoop tail on somebody, they could.
I swear, I think in your vehicles, though. I mean, I think they're even, I know that sounds crazy. People probably think I'm crazy. I'm telling you, though. Like I said, when I had my phone sitting on my thing, I had it Bluetooth to my speakers in my car. And one of our shows I was watching on the thing, and it paused, and Siri looked up the definition of a word we were talking about.
Anytime that someone somewhere else can turn off the car you're driving with a push of a button, I don't like it.
Yeah.
We just got word there is a wreck this morning on I-20-59 split. That's all I've gotten so far is that there is a wreck. Traffic is backed up. It's at a standstill. 2059. I don't know whether it's east or west.
Going to Laurel or Jackson right there?
Yeah, it could be. Okay. I don't know the exact location.
Okay.
It's just near there where you come into Meridian where that split is.
Okay.
So heads up, and if anybody's got any more information on that, please pass that along to us so we can get that out there to everybody.
Goodness.
So hope everybody's okay on that.
Yeah, we do hope.
Yeah. So we're investigating. We'll see what we come up with all of that. Let's see other things that are happening this morning. We talked about her. This happened. I think it happened over the weekend, didn't it?
Yeah, I did see a little bit of that the other day.
Now, this was the the Army sergeant that was pulled over. The officer that done this has been fired.
I don't know what happened. I just saw that he had pepper spray to him, and I don't know why.
It was some type of controversy, and the cop said he could actually kill him. And it went from good to bad. He's been fired over the situation. Yeah. The wreck is in the southbound lane, and it's a tanker truck leaking fuel.
Okay. Oh, goodness.
So it I-59 at the split eastbound side there, tanker side, truck is leaking fuel there. So that's what we've got this morning. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it was a wreck. Maybe it was just a truck that's leaking fuel that had to stop.
Okay.
And so it's got traffic backed up there.
I mean, yeah, because that's scary. Anybody could be driving by and pitch a cigarette out there. I mean, that would be horrible.
That turned bad quick.
Y'all just be on the lookout for that.
And I think he's also suing the police department already for that traffic stop. More details of that will come out today also. Now, you've hinted at this before of the way they track COVID. Now, I'm going to let you kind of bring this in because I think you're right in a lot of ways of your thoughts on this.
It's talking about the Pentagon revealed that they have a microchip, and it'll sense COVID-19 in your body before you even show any symptoms, and a filter that extracts the virus from your blood. I just am saying that's weird, okay? I'm thinking that microchip could have other things that it would probably be used for.
I'm sorry, I'm not getting anything important.
Yeah, I would never do that.
If they said that, if that dealt with getting the vaccine and I had to, no, I would not. I would definitely fight that. I'm not going there in any shape, way.
That is crazy. But, we knew this was probably coming.
Yeah.
We knew it was probably something that similar to that. I even saw a thing where, I don't know, I've not heard about it anywhere, but this where I saw it a while back on a video. It was a lady, and she was explaining about the virus and how they could possibly be doing vaccines. And, of course, one was a shot. Another was like a tattoo.
Really?
Yeah. It was like a tattoo that you put on your arm. the vaccine would go in like a tattoo, but then it would also, you could scan it to see something. I don't know. You could scan it to see if you'd had the vaccine. And all kind of mess.
And I think
really weird.
I would say most people, at least in our area, would agree with us on no, that's not happening.
Yeah.
There's criminals, and then there's just disgusting filth. There's no other way for me to word this.
Right.
And this is what this person is that done it. A man poisoned 8 homeless people with food and recorded it just to watch it.
That's the devil in somebody right there.
Yeah.
That is just
this was in
evil.
California where it happened.
It's horrible.
I just, that I can't even wrap my brain around somebody wanting to do that, even to an animal of wanting to do that. That is beyond
horrible.
Disgusting.
It is. It's horrible.
So my thoughts on that one.
But I mean, I also think abortion is horrible.
It
which
is. Ranks right up there.
It does. So that's horrible.
It's murder.
Evil people.
This happened. This was late Thursday, Friday. And I watched it, and I never posted this. I did see it. It was an off-duty Pentagon cop who said he saw 2 people breaking in a car. He shot them, and he's been arrested for murder now. They were breaking in. He thought they were. I don't know what the total details of this are. They hadn't released everything on it, but he's in the jailhouse now. Was it an overreaction?
Yeah.
Was it their car that they were trying to get into?
Yeah. Who knows? But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
It just seems like in a case like that, you could taser somebody instead of.
Yeah. Unless they had guns or unless there was a shot fired at him. Who knows?
Yeah, we don't know all the details.
We don't know all the details, but.
Now, this old boy here, they ought to find a jail deeper and bigger than they've done on this. 13 years sentence for this. I don't think this is enough by any means. This guy was trying to give phones to ISIS to use as detonators to kill people. And all he gets is 13 years?
Yeah. That would be like accessory to.
Yeah. Had they got away with it, they would have killed thousands of people, hundreds, at a minimum. I don't understand how a judge could rule in that.
I don't know. I don't understand how we're letting people into the United States that's probably involved with ISIS. I mean, through all this mess, where they're letting them in.
Right.
Because there are. I mean, they've already said that. There's people who are up to no good. So just letting them right on in. Just
got an update about the wreck that is on 5920 there. No injuries. Lehman, Lauderdale County Emergency Management is on the scene. The Mississippi Highway Patrol and also Simmons Wrecker Service is there. And, of course, that's going to slow traffic until Simmons gets that pulled out of the way. Again, at the 5920 eastbound lane is where this is, on the eastbound side. So be careful if you're coming in to Meridian there at the split. It's going to be a little delay. But, wow. Let's see here. Trump is back at it. He is formally out campaigning now. And I think he picked a good one to be with here.
Yeah.
Sarah Huckabee.
I think I like her. I think she's got a good
Your gut.
Personality. I mean, she's not like just super outgoing and stuff, but she makes a lot of sense in the stuff that she says. I thought she was a good, because she was like press secretary, right?
Yes, she was.
And I thought she did a good job. People were ugly to her, though. I don't think they were fair to her.
Well, they called, where in history in the United States would it be okay to call someone overweight? A woman.
Well, now you can't say certain things, so why didn't they apply that back then?
That's right. She always scared me like she'd take those pearls, because she had that mama look, take them off and beat you with them. She scared me. I don't know about y'all.
I hope she does really well, though.
Do you think, your gut feeling, do you think she'll win it?
I think she has a really good chance. I really do.
So we didn't get a direct answer. That was like sidestepping with Sean Hannity there.
Well, I think she has a good chance if all goes fair. Okay? Because we know people don't play fair.
Yeah, and I'm not sure who she will run against.
And if at all possible, it will get ugly. You know that.
Oh, it definitely will. But I guess that would be pretty neat. Mike Huckabee was the governor there, his daughter to become it. That would be a little family legacy to pass on.
So she grew up in the governor's mansion for a little while, so it'd be neat. But I applaud Trump for doing that. I'm glad he's backing her.
Yeah, he is.
It's good.
It's he's what's the guy's name that's in so much trouble on the Republican side? I don't know if he's in trouble or if it's made up or lies. Gates. That continues. And of course, he's denying at this point that he tried to set up a meeting with Trump to help him out.
Matt Gaetz.
Yeah. They want that boy gone.
Yeah.
He done made somebody mad.
Yeah, who knows if that's true or not? I don't know. It's like I heard the other day, just let it play out.
Yeah.
And let it, legally be figured out, So hopefully he'll be.
I have never been a
exonerated.
runner. What's the big run that is done every year?
The Boston Marathon.
Right, but in Meridian, what's the big one here?
Oh,
That they start up by Anderson's Hospital and they run like 5-6 miles and everybody's out of breath and they.
I don't know what it's called, but there's several different runs throughout the year.
This is the one that, as you mentioned, that is going to be taking place, the Boston Marathon. 2 negative tests you'll have to pass before they will let you run.
Oh, okay.
I've never had that desire to go do that.
Yeah,
I get
I
exhausted.
could run from the house to the mailbox and be out of breath. I've often said, if I'm running, something's after me.
Yeah. If I pass you, it's bad. You better go.
That's right. If I'm running, something's wrong. I would like to start running. My knees, though, I have weak knees, and I don't know. I guess I'm just not used to.
I guess the only person I know that was just really good at this was Tyson Pompey. Tyson was doing this pretty regularly there for a while. He may have even been in that Boston thing. He went somewhere way off and raced in it.
Well, I did a little walk-in out at Bonita Lakes, and then I would try to jog a little bit. Me and this has been several years back. Me and a girl that I work with, we'd meet out there, and we'd walk a little and jog a little, and walk a little and jog. I don't see how these people just steadily. I guess they've just been doing it for so long. They have their stamina up to where they can go that far, without running out of breath and all. I guess they've just,
Yeah.
I don't know, condition themselves to do it. I don't know. But I can't do it. I just can't. I can't breathe. Like my heart feels like it's going to pound out of my chest after I've ran just a little ways. So.
Yeah. After my little incident there where I had that surgery, that ain't for me now.
So.
Yeah, I'll walk wherever I got to go.
Walking is a lot more.
If I walk
relaxed.
onto the set of Friday the 13th, I'll get a little faster.
Yeah.
This is a neat. I didn't know this was being built, but Brazil is building a statue that's going to be bigger than Christ the Redeemer. As you look at the pictures of this being built, look at this.
That is humongous.
It's big.
It looks like it's going to be pretty, though.
Yeah.
Really pretty.
That's the backside pictures of it. It'll be the largest statue depicting Jesus in the world.
So I wonder, will you be able to go up through that?
Yeah,
and
if you'll
come
look
out on the top.
See that? That's the staircases there. If
Okay.
you'll look there, it winds and goes
That's
up to the
neat.
top.
That's really neat. That's so pretty, though, with the sun in the background.
And that's Christ the Redeemer there, and that was big. That's in Rio. Am I saying this right? Rio
De Janeiro.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
Rio de Janeiro.
So,
Never been there.
I hadn't either. That's a big vacation spot, though, isn't it?
Yeah, for the rich, probably.
Yeah, I doubt I could stay a night there.
That name just sounds expensive.
Wouldn't have a Tombo
Rio de
debt near us, would
Janeiro.
it? Oh, say that again now?
Rio de Janeiro. Yeah, it looks like that even sounds expensive.
It does. Why? Because, well, it is. And I'm sure that y'all have seen this, and you don't need to read that.
Okay.
Somebody on YouTube saying some ugly things.
Oh, okay.
12, an alligator. Mm-hmm. This is all over the news to where they cut him open and they found a dog that had been missing for 24 years.
Oh, my gosh.
And how do they know that? They contacted the owner, and here's the clip of that. And 24, this thing was big. Look how big that thing was.
Oh, gosh.
And that's humongous.
My gosh, yeah.
And you want to go swimming where?
No, I wouldn't be swimming
Yeah.
there.
Not me. And then this gets out. Here's the dog tags and things that they found inside that thing.
That is so weird that from that many years ago. You'd think they would not stay in there. But,
Yeah.
That's weird.
He didn't pass that. That's for sure. Let's see other things that are going on this morning. Arizona wildfire is raging across there. They've had to evacuate 200 people. 12 homes have already been destroyed there in the Arizona.
Okay.
And that's you don't realize what's going on in other parts of the nation and the trials and troubles that others are facing.
Wildfires, it's just horrible when stuff like that happens because, it's so hard to control all of that and get it, without people lose their homes, their lives. It's hard to recover from stuff like that. Just like when it happened in Gatlinburg and all that. They're still, I think, trying to get some things back to normal. So
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody asked us, did we know anything about a White Lives Matter rally? I have not read that.
Yeah, I have
I
not.
know nothing about it.
Maureen Files. That's one of my mother's friends. I've known her all my life. But no, I have not heard anything about that.
Yeah, so I would be very dumb to make a comment. I don't know what happened. I'll have to do some reading on that. This is sad news of what come out of this, of the doctor, the NFL player that killed the doctor. The other guy that was injured has now passed away. I don't know if you saw this yet or not.
No.
So that's 6 people this guy killed, all because he wanted more pain medicine.
Right. That is so sad. And those 2 little kids lost their life. I mean, that's just...
This is the latest gentleman that died. They're just trying to make a living working on an air conditioner.
Right.
So,
Crazy people in this world.
It is. Let's see here. This, it makes you want to almost throw up just reading the headline of how a mother could even do this. But a mom is arrested for stabbing her 3 children under 5 to death and then carjacking a vehicle. It has to be drugs of some sort that a mother would even do that. This is the lady that did it. She's been arrested for it. It's just awful.
There are some evil people in this world.
Sad news as we look at the headlines. This is all around Baton Rouge this morning. They're looking for a freshman. She's 18 years old. She's been missing there. Her car was found abandoned, and they're searching the Mississippi River for her.
That's awful.
We hope it has a good ending.
It's so much sad stuff.
It is.
And so many, sad things going on in this world right now. And a lot of people need prayer, even the people who make comments on our Facebook page. I mean, they need prayer too. So I just am so... I don't know. I just get overwhelmed when we see stuff about the woman killing her kids. People are missing, and the people have loved ones that stuff like this happened to. And this is real, reality that people are going through. And, people want to, I don't know. I just don't even know how to explain. People want to joke around about some crazy mess, like when they make comments about just stuff that doesn't, bogus things that don't even matter, and you bother me when you do that. But this is the stuff we need to focus on, like people who are missing loved ones and who need prayer. I don't know. I just
they're still searching for those 2 young men. From, was it December that they were?
It's a while back. I'm not sure what month it was, but that family has no idea still to this day what's happened.
The 2 hunters that were on Mississippi River there at Vicksburg.
Their dog, I think them and their dog were missing, and as we turn to the next story, Zoom. If you do it on film, there's no way to deny it. And a teacher's in a little bit of hot water there, telling daring parents to complain about her for her remote teaching. She doesn't want to go back to the classroom, is what it all amounts to. And she was just yelling at the parents left and right. So we'll see if anything is done to that out in California. These kids need to all be back in school. I don't understand this. I don't understand why. They can say that it's because of the virus and stuff, but we've been back in school in Mississippi for a while.
Yes.
And everything's been fine, and we're not the only state.
And, kids, for the most part, need that one-on-one in person.
They do.
I cannot tell you in my lifetime how many meetings I've had to go through on a phone, or you go, and your mind...
Right.
It fades away. You quit paying attention after a while.
Yeah.
And so kids do need it. Let's hope this is all gets settled. We had an actor die from The Sopranos. Did you ever watch that show? Or is it The Sopranos? Is that how you say it?
Sopranos. Sopranos. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Me trying to figure out how to say it.
Like how you sing soprano,
Yeah, okay. I'm with it.
Joseph Savaro.
64 years old, has passed away from a battle with cancer. So I never watched the show, so I'm not as familiar with him as many folks are. Okay. Let's see here. Mississippi takes a step on this, and this happens when people go to get jobs. You're drug tested.
Yes.
And there's been the sale of fake urine. Mississippi is making it against the law to sell fake human urine. So you'll get some jail time over that if you're caught doing that in the state of Mississippi now.
Well, that's good. You ought to.
Yeah, others get hurt. If
right.
you're on drugs,
what if it's a job where you're operating machinery, or you're driving, or you're flying a plane, or stuff that could obviously hurt somebody else.
I have probably in my lifetime drug tested, I'd be scared to say thousands of people. And nowadays, I've done so many. When you talk to somebody and you're getting ready to do the test, you can almost tell if they're going to be guilty because they ask too many questions. They're nervous.
Right.
You know something's not right. An honest fellow's not scared to do it.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay.
It looks as though Oxford has fallen to Illinois. They've done a test of the strongest town in America, and, well, it came in second, Oxford did.
Right.
Next to, where's this at? Illinois.
Oxford it's a neat little town.
Lockport, Illinois was the name of it. It is the party capital of all colleges.
I'm sure it is. It's a neat little town, though. I like towns that have, like, old homes.
Oh, yeah.
But, a lot of Mississippi towns have that. We have it right here in Meridian. It makes me kind of sick to see a lot of them running down. I wish we could, restore them and
Somebody,
stuff.
where was it the other day, posted the picture of the purple house with all the Victorian style that's on, is it 29th Avenue, that old home that sits there?
I don't know. I know of a purple one, but it's on, like, Old State Boulevard Extension.
Yeah,
it's
it
Bob
could be.
Holland's old house. Do you remember? Does it sit off the road?
No, this is right on the road.
Okay, no. It's a different one then.
Yeah, I know the house you're talking about.
It's
That's
real pretty. Yeah, I
This
had a
one is,
senior little dinner there when I was in high school.
I'm not sure who owns Bob's old house.
At one time, it was a lady who I think did some catering and stuff. So I'm not sure if she still has it, but
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
But
it is.
and I'll think of where this house is in Meridian before long. But I want to say like 29th, somewhere up in there, and it was a gorgeous home at one time.
yeah.
Just beautiful, but slowly coming apart as it sits.
Is it pink, purple?
Yeah.
Pink? Okay, it sits right down from Point Rexall.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that is a pretty home. And I actually, I think it was the home next to that. I've been in it before years ago. A lady had sold Mary Kay and lived there. She worked for the TV station.
Wow.
Patty Kalish used to live in one of those houses. And they're really neat. I love old houses. I just love them,
Oh, yeah.
And I think if we could restore them, and just bring them back to their glory, I think it would be great. It takes a lot of money, I'm sure, but
I'm a member of all those little sites of homes like that, and it's just so when somebody saves one, it's great.
And there is I cut a guy's hair one time who was a member who helped out restoring homes for the Historical Society in town, because I think there is a organization like that who does try to restore the homes, but I don't know where the money comes from. I don't know if they raise the money. I'd like to find that out, though, because I would love to be involved in helping out doing something like that. That'd be neat.
A neat
I think
page
it
to
would be
look
neat.
at. Google this. The Butterfield Mansion is in South Mississippi. It was saved by a couple that moved back to Mississippi not long ago. Beautiful. Now they've turned it into like a wedding venue.
Oh, yeah.
But it is absolutely gorgeous to look at the before and after pictures of that home. It's Butterfield Mansion.
Okay.
Take a look at that. You'll enjoy that. It's
I'd love
perfect.
to look that up because I love old houses.
As we had our threat of bad weather this weekend, we were fortunate once again. We've been blessed
Yes.
this year. If you don't want those worries, talk to our friends here at the Precast Group. They build storm shelters right here in Meridian. 145 South is where you'll find them there. This thing weighs 20,000 pounds. It's not going anywhere. And if you want security, safety for your family, they do that. Don't wait. Go ahead, jump on this. 145 South. As you go down through here, this is one of them that's being delivered. You've got several different models to choose from. If you want to put this in while your home is being built, you can make a closet out of it, and it'd be a safe place to go to inside your home.
Yes.
If your home is already built, don't worry. You can still get that done. It can be set on the outside. Plenty of room. You can have benches built into this. You can put Wi-Fi in it. You can put television, anything that you want. This is one that was put outside of factory there for workers. This is the other different design that you can have done. The Precast Group. Call them today. Talk to them. 482-0003, and you won't have to worry about this anymore.
Right.
Because it is a threat. This is one built into a hill, into the bank. Maybe that's a better way of wording it.
Like I said, we want to get one because just to have peace of mind, just to have a safe place to go.
As you look at this, unit start at about $4,600. You can use your stimulus check with this if that's where you'd like to do it.
Right.
Different views of it. Again, your safety, your family, talk to them at the Precast Group here in Meridian. 482-0003 is the telephone number to get in touch with somebody that can help you there.
Yes.
It's been a busy morning, hasn't it?
It has already. It's always busy for me, though. I feel like this is my wind down time, though, after just chaos trying to get out the door, get him to school, But anyway, I got a bunch of stuff I can get done today. I've been trying to help my daughter get some stuff up. They're moving into a new place pretty soon. They're trying to get everything set up for that. And
You hadn't learned that anybody you know is moving, just push your phone to the side?
no, I'm trying to help her get everything. She's, trying to help her get it decorated and
Right.
all that kind of stuff, so.
Traffic
But,
is still moving slow on 5920 on the eastbound side coming in Meridian. The Mississippi Highway Patrol is on the scene. There is a leak. We've got gas truck. We've got Simmons Wrecker out there trying to get that moved out of the way. So again, we'd like to say thank you for dropping by today. We're coming back tomorrow, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, really, we are. Yeah, I'm coming back. I'll be back. But, I do want to address something real quick, though, because I don't know if it was meant for what. We kind of said it was like bogus, I guess, the thing. But somebody had commented on the YouTube comment.
Okay.
About, ask what I thought. I'm sure you can probably read them. I'm sure people can read them.
Yeah, they're there.
So.
But that was not the comment that I referred to. He made another one that was just beyond ugly, and that's why I wasn't going to address him at all.
Oh, okay. Well, I
That
didn't
was
see that one.
Filth
So.
is what that was.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if you have a filthy comment, I'm sure you can. You will probably try to put it on here, but
Yeah.
keep it to yourself.
And when Candace gets off and reads that, she's going to go wild. So she's coming after you. Is all I'm telling you. It's
Well, yeah, yeah. We try to we do give our opinions, and
Yeah.
we try to keep our show clean. And if you don't have a clean comment, we'd appreciate you keep it off of here.
Yeah,
and
that
that's
is-
the nice way of saying it to you, because I can get ugly.
she could.
So
Yeah.
anyway, but we hope everybody has a really good day today, because it is a pretty day.
It is.
Even the people who have ugly comments, we hope you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
You need Jesus.
Yes, you do. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you. And as always, we'll be here when the weather turns bad. And we thank each and every one of you for being with us.
Yes, we do.
Thanks a bunch. We'll be back.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by